This is backward resisted walking. With this, you can see I've got the pulley set at about the level of my stomach so that when I take the handles and I pull my elbows to my sides, everything's about in line there. The cables are about in line with my forearm. I noticed that I'm holding the cables not so that my hands are at my sides, but I'm keeping my elbows at my sides. So that way I'm not putting my shoulder into an impingement there. My shoulder's gonna be in a better posture if I just put my elbows to my sides, and then I just hold the weight from there. Shoulders are engaged back and down. That's held solid, and then the exercise really is in my legs. So foot placement is a big deal here, and you're gonna want to pay attention to that. You want to make sure that your feet are, when you're going backward, is toe to heel, and when you're going forward is heel to toe, and that your feet are parallel as you make these steps. So when I'm going backward, it might be a bit tricky. Hopefully you have a mirror to use, or if you want to put yourself on camera and then see how you did on your form. You can also just kind of look down, try to see. So your middle toes, your second and third toes should be in line with each other as you're taking these steps, or should be parallel to each other, sorry. And then your knee is going to track right through the middle of each of its respective foot as you step. So when you step backwards hardest, most of the times when we step backward, we tend to turn our foot out a little bit. So if you're looking down and you're seeing that as you go backwards, your feet are constantly turned out a little bit, you might find it better that when you step back and that toe hits the ground, turn your back heel out a little bit and then push through and push back to try and see if now you've got a parallel stance. You're going to have to do that with every single step until you really retrain this. But you need to watch that parallel step and keeping your knees in line with the middle of your feet as you make each step. In going backwards, we are pushing off of the heel. So you're powering off through that heel, and then you're stepping back and you're easing it down heel to toe. So just back and forth here. You count your reps with by going out and in. That would be 1, and then you go step all the way out and then back in. This would be 2. And then you do that until you complete a full set, at which point you can set them down and reset for your next set. That is backward resisted walking.